We're now talking to Costa Vathis of Rocket Ships. Why don't you tell me a bit about your company and this wonderful van we're sitting in?
Right. Well, we own a bus company for a while, about 8 years now, and then we started realizing the decline that was coming along. Vans weren't making any money anymore. They weren't touring as frequently, and a lot of times they were just going broke because of the cost of actually traveling, the touring, the cost to actually move a vehicle around the country. So we kind of came up with this concept about 2 years ago, me and my partner Derek Hart, and we put it together. We've been developing it for a while, and basically what it is, it's supposed to be, we wanted to come out on the market with the most efficient, most luxurious, cheapest cost vehicle we could possibly come up with. And I think that we kind of made that happen we found it with the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis, and then we built it out. It has 5 bunks in it, it has 2 couches, it has almost every amenity that you have normally when you're on a tour bus except for a restroom. And the concept is just to save people money, is to have vans, because we manage a couple of vans as well, and we want vans to come home with money in their pocket. We want people to start making money in the industry again, and I think that we noticed that a big part of the cost of touring is the actual vehicle itself. So we developed this so that people could start bringing money home again.
And fuel efficiency is a big part of it too. Could you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, it runs on the Mercedes-Benz BlueTEC engine, and it gets, with a trailer, it gets about 17 miles to the gallon, and then without a trailer, it gets about 20 to 21 miles to the gallon, and which really saves quite a bit of money. So over a bus, you're saving. You probably get about 4 times the fuel efficiency of a bus, and then over a typical tour van that you normally use, you're probably getting a little less than twice the fuel efficiency as a regular van.
So basically, you're helping vans not only save money but also keep their carbon footprints low.
Right, and it's a lot of what our mission is a green touring vehicle, and it's one of the. We just know that not just the industry but the world is going that way, and we want to make sure that we're at the forefront of it and trying to do what we can to, because we realize that having these vehicles run all over the country is pretty intensive on the environment.
And how many bands are which bands are currently using your van?
Well, I mean, we have a lot of different artists that go out in them, and it's kind of interesting because artists that are a little bit bigger than people might think use them as chase vehicles. They use them for they'll have their bus, but then they'll have one come along for crew or for a runner vehicle. Whatever. We have a couple of artists. Raekwon's out is out in one. Screaming, Sleeping with Sirens is out. Go Radio has 2 of them, and they're still paying far less than the price of a bus. And then we have a full fleet of them, and they're all out right now. So there's a lot of interest in it, but we really like that it caters to the smaller vans too. The vans that are in vans that are making enough money they're not making enough money to go to a bus, but they're making a little bit more money. They can actually come over to the Sprinter van and have things like beds, and they can sleep well. Which when you get a good night's sleep, everyone knows you perform better, and you just feel better about things. And it's like, so if you can come over to a vehicle like this and still afford it and still bring money home, a lot of the smaller vans are coming in. So we have interest from bigger vans, but generally it's smaller vans that come in and use these vehicles.
Do you think that some of the vans are attracted to a more fuel-efficient vehicle or a greener vehicle?
Yeah, we get a lot of that, and that's like I said, that's one of our big selling points for the vehicle, is that people come in and they want, like a lot of these vans that are out on the road right now, they have vehicles that burn veggie oil and like what's it called, biodiesel and stuff like that. So that a lot of the vans in the industry these days are very conscious about their carbon footprint, and it is very the fact that the vehicle is almost 100% carbon neutral is extremely attractive to a lot of vans.
Thank you.